Yeah, it seems as though I've hit max prestige on my shirt level. You know, it's not getting any longer than this. Yeah, it's been 3 or 4 days since my last video. I got a comment, and that scared me. And I've looked, there are actual people watching this, so now I know I'm not talking at an empty screen. Even though it might be a bot comment, I don't know. But comment again if you want to. Okay, even like, no one ever comments at the start of it or like when they finish watching a video. It's just when I get something. I think I'm gonna stick with the new type of titles, the Young Sheldon titles. Got myself a Magnum. Yeah, so England match is in like half an hour nearly, so I'm gonna cry tonight, one way or another. So that better not be the thumbnail face, because every time it's been like a face like this, or like like that. That's been the thumbnail face for like continuously, not by choice. I just use the YouTube auto-generated one. I don't know what I want to open up with. I think again, music is back. I don't know, Past couple of days have been good, been decent in the gym, great pumps, like progressed decently. Got legs tomorrow. Next driving lesson is Monday, so don't judge how I eat my Magnums, okay? I'm weird. But yeah, I think last time I talked about my singleness, really. And then time before that was my loneliness. And I don't know. As that song just said, I want to change, but I don't know what to change, Because I think I referenced this John Cena quote last time. Controls are controllable. You can't possibly control the uncontrollable. But everything feels uncontrollable, Like, I had a nice chat with my mom the other day. And I'm being a bit hush-hush because she's trying to sleep downstairs. She works early. Well, she's working early shifts. But, just about, like, what was I going to do in this gap year and stuff. She's like, this way you should have gone uni, he's lazy. And I actually snapped at her a bit. And I was like, no, I'm not lazy. And basically, like, I told her I want to take this year to live. Do stuff that I haven't been able to. Because, I haven't been able to live, really. Lighting's a bit odd. It's fine. Yeah. But now, like, thinking about it, I mean, I've had life experience and stuff, but, like, I think it would be bad to cram it all in a year. Which, I don't know. There's at least 3 weeks where I don't get anything, like my own, because I go on holiday for a week, then apparently we go to India in March, which I kind of was against. One, because, any potential work, I don't want to take any work off. I don't care, I just don't want to. And then my nanny's health, India's just really bad. Like, it's too bad for her. Also a bit of the social aspect, even though it's a family I like better. And it's not like they don't have anything like last time, because last time literally we were just kind of bare bones. But like, I can't speak Punjabi that well. I'm not that confident. Even though it's been a lot better, but still, I don't really know. That's what I was saying. It's like I said to my mum, I don't know. I just don't want to go. Or like, I think Nani's health is a concern, and also like a bit selfishness. But I feel like having been like just kind of doormat, I'm allowed to be somewhat selfish in like grander schemes. Not like, oh, there's fucking one slice chocolate, like chocolate cake left, I'll take it. that's nothing. That's menial. I'm talking about like an actual like bigger picture selfishness like that. But I still get no choice in it regardless. My dad's been trying to contact me a lot recently about trying to get me a job. He's fucking stupid. I hate him. I hate him so much. Fucking piece of shit. Like, sorry, it's a bit rough, but truly, like, I'm desperate for cash. I'm desperate for money. I'm not desperate enough to get a job off him. It's not like, it's not like because it's too hard or anything. One, I don't have a qualification to do it. Literally, the job he's telling me to do is like servicing buses. I need at least a level 2 qualification for that. Of like that specific thing. I know because my friends do engineering and stuff, and so that's like basically by proxy where I get my info from. Yeah, I chewed my ice cream then, and it kind of hurt my teeth, but it's fine. Let's open up a bit more about that. Don't like my dad at all, not one bit. I think he is a disgusting human being. I don't think he should be don't think he should ever earn peace in his life. He's got a kid, I think. Yeah, he's got a kid. He keeps trying to invite me to his fucking birthday party or whatever. His first one. I don't care. I genuinely, like, if I were to hear from him that like oh the kid's ill or whatever, I'll go, oh no, don't give one. That kid means nothing to me. Don't care about it. If I were to be told right now, if I get a text message pop up right up here, you know, if I get a text message right up there saying, oh, your dad's dead, don't care. Honestly, I think the most I'd care is like, oh, how? It's probably him drink himself to death. Or, you know, I don't care if he gets murdered or whatever, genuinely. He has whatever he has coming to him. In game. He has whatever he has coming to him, and I just can't wait for karma or something to prove itself to be real. Because there is nothing real about what I've done, or the lack of anything I've done, and the shit I've got in return. I get the bullshit of, oh, you did this in your past life. I don't give one. That's not my life. That's a past life. That's not my current life. Why should that impact me now? It's stupid. You know, I think kind of bring a bit of religion into it. You know, why not? Of like my religious beliefs, I think I said I'm somewhat Sikh because I don't like keep gears or whatever. Not Amritari or anything, not veggie at all, you know, but having taken philosophy, it really just like being the only religious one. I feel like for a while I've realised that I'm religious because it makes my family happy. I don't, as in not me personally being religious, but just like religion makes my family happy. And Sikh is a very nice religion, it's very balanced, very like progressive. Some right cunts in it though, like as I go to Pratap saying, he's a fuckwit, no doubts about it. He is, because the guy comes in shaved chest, you know, policing everybody about this is not Sikhi, this is not that. And you go shameful, shameful, shameful. What? Okay, let's talk about why you're an Amritari. What Amritari with your shaved body? You know, let's talk about it because the guy is a piece of shit. The guy was forced into Sikhi because of how he's behaving around women inappropriately, and I think more people need to talk about this. And his brother, why? Come on, why don't you call out your brother? You have a platform, do it. You know, show this is a case study for you guys. You know, he wouldn't because he's a hypocrite, and that's what I find with most Punjabi men and Punjabi people and religious people is that they are massive hypocrites. Me included, I'm a hypocrite, but I'm a hypocrite separate to my beliefs, you know? Or I'm a hypocrite, I'm a self-contained hypocrite though, you know? I don't try and force people onto other stuff. he projects himself as like he'll see a woman and she shows a bit of cleavage or whatever. I forgot her name. It was like Jasmine or something. I don't know, influencer. And the guy is talking about modesty or whatever. You're sitting there posting shirtless pictures. You're shirtless. You're showing your physique off. Good physique. I don't care. How's that? How's that sicky? Tell me. You being a hypocrite. And what's the difference between her cleavage and you being fully shirtless? And that's the kind of hypocrisy I hate, because I know guys similar to that who will preach, you know, some sicky values and stuff. Like one of my friends, this is like he had a big blow up at one of their big little falling out actually, about how like he dropped his take on having a girlfriend. His take, which is you shouldn't have one because it's not it's sinful. Okay, now how are we, not even a year removed from this whole incident, and you've been dropped by several friends because you were busy chasing Korea? Like, tell me, and those are the people I really hated in school. Well, now I hate in school. Well, now I hate back then. Yeah. What do you do? Take like the most unflattering picture of me when I'm eating this. But yeah, come on. That's what I'm gonna think of. That's what I'm gonna end there. I think. Yeah. Okay. If you couldn't tell, I was literally just waiting to get the free time to be able to do this, but I didn't use the time between videos to like plan anything. I just dived into this because I'm not trying to miss any of the England match. But yeah, I think what I'll move on to is, why can't it be my turn? That video right back eating crisps. But by when will it be my turn? I think what I really mean is why can't I have the good things? Because like, obviously I'm privileged. I've said this. I've got a privileged life. I've got a roof over my head, never miss a meal. Some disposable money of my own. My mum, earlier in that talk, she said, if you want to do stuff, we can fund it or whatever. It's like, as in out of her pocket, because I don't really like do that. I don't really ask for money or anything. It's like, no, I don't even want to like take her money like that. It's more just like I don't feel like I've earned it. Don't want to force myself to be like that, because why would I think that's part of the way I was raised, of like an earning mentality, as in I need to earn this, I need to deserve this. But truly, when will it be my turn that I just get good thing? I don't, because like, obviously, like I think I've said before, your brain, it sticks in your brain, the bad stuff, so you avoid it or whatever. It's just basic human evolution. But when I'm wearing the same trousers, I've worn the same trousers every single time. But when would I ever have like a consistently upward curve? I think the closest I ever came was like a couple of weeks ago, where job interview or whatever, friends meeting up. Oh no, yeah, job interview, meeting up, prom or whatever. Gonna go ask a girl out. I'm just like, I look at some people and there's just ridiculously good look, you know? And it's not even just like a series of events that's good, yeah. Because I'd appreciate if someone is like, in a poor situation or whatever, and they just go, meow. Because you know what, fair enough, fair play. But I'll see someone like born into luxury, or like what luxury is to me, or wealth, or something, and then obviously they'll have a rough patch or whatever, and it's just, it's a confidence thing maybe, but like, how the fuck am I supposed to build my confidence if every time I take a step forward, or climb up a rung on the ladder, I get fucking boiling hot oil poured down on me, like how. I'll use my cousin for example. He like ever since his like mental health struggle with being fat and stuff, you know, he has been really confident after like losing a bunch of weight and stuff. But I'm like, and then but like, he's almost cocky, where he'll be like, he has no shame, which he never had in the first place. But I think he was so shied away that he would never really act like that in public outside of a friend group or like a intimate circle. But now he would just do it loud. But like, where's the balance? Dude, come on, you can't just be like a disruptive arse, can you? Even like further on beyond that, it's like the audacity of the stuff he posts on some of his stories. Like the other day, he posted a picture of himself with like the cute kitten photo or whatever, with a quote marks handsome, because a girl called him handsome or whatever. Brother, like, why? Like, he could see this, and I honestly like just know. It may sound like I fucking dislike you and despise you. I don't, but where do you find the audacity to post this? Because like there has to be some kind of purpose other than, look at me. It sounds like I'm really bitter and really like lonely. Maybe I am a bit, but it's like, why do we have to know? Who cares? I think he took it down. I replied to that story. It's like, in a joking way, I normally do his stories, or I think one of my friends might have also reached out to him and he deleted it. But like, when he posted his pump pictures from the gym the other day, I hit Paul today. He did back and buys, but like he posted his infamous bicep pic where he does it like so his shoulder looks like a bicep and then another peak on the actual bicep. Which, I mean, I've told him that's a really weird visual, but he also did a double by back pose, not like a lat spread. But what he did was like he pushed his shoulders forward, so his shoulder blades stuck out and it looked like there was muscle definition. But I know that's your shoulder blades. And I think if anyone who knows anything about it, they know. And I told him like we got work on that, cause like there's no, I think he knows himself as well. That was not a good post, and it's like, why are you posting it? And it's like, for girls, probably. And I'm like, if you had like he has girls like in his messages and stuff, you have them. What's the point? It's like, oh, but if you're friends with them, fair enough. You might be wanting to reach out to more girls. But like, I feel I'm gonna be honest with you, lad. Don't think you'll be whatever. Like, you'll be remiss. Remiss? Ooh, W vocab. I fuck's sake, because now I don't know how to continue the sentence. Like, you don't really need to do that. To be honest. Like, if you don't need, yeah. But to talk back to my original point, that's kind of ranting, just my displeasure at the stuff I see because I don't like that. It's proper, just weird to me. Very foreign to me, very weird, and very attention seeking. Which I think it comes from a part of him being a middle child and his parents not being around or like loads, like they're around for like 3 or 4 hours out of the day, aside from Sundays or whenever they close or whatever. But yeah, to circle back, is like, if you look at his life overall, it would be like this, and then he hits his rough patch, and it's just like that, like super confident, just good luck, which like he kind of manifested his own. But you know, when can that ever happen for me? And I get that I need to work on myself, but like, as I said, every time I take a step up on the ladder, I just get boiling hot oil poured on me, and there's nothing else I can do about it other than just sit there and take it and then drop back down and try again. You know, I think that's that's why I really like the song Drag Path by 21 Pilots. I keep bringing them up. I'm not even that big of a fan of them anymore. I used to be a huge fan, and then obviously I learned all the lore and everything, had to catch up, and then it's like, because that's it shows like the infinite loop of like a mental health struggle, of how you're stuck in the loop regardless, or like you kind of know going in that you've been here before, like trying to break the cycle, and like you can see the evidence you leave or whatever, the drag path you left. And it's like, I've retraced these same steps so many times, and just as I started like trying to trailblaze or get up to a new stage, I just can't. And it's like, why, you know? But I like doing this because it lets me get my thoughts out, and it doesn't like let me drown in my own thoughts, because I used to struggle with that, and that used to like, that was a big stopping point in my journey of swimming up, then just big wave crashes, drown, try again. But why, you know? Now that I'm getting these thoughts out, I've noticed very minimal change, even despite how hard I try. And it's like, why would I try, you know? But I just gotta keep trying, innit? And eventually, maybe this will be the run where it's my turn. But I just don't think it will ever be. I think that ship sailed, and I didn't even know the ship was in the fucking dock, you know? But I think that's it, you know? I think that really sometimes I just kind of like dawned on me. Everything is just missed opportunity, and it's a fear of trying to be forward, or like trying to be not proactive, but like just a fear of taking the shot. You know, why don't I shoot a gun? Yeah. It's a fear of just setting yourself down and trying to shoot. But even like, I could use football for example. It's like, I'm so focused on running forward, or like making a good run, that I know I'm not gonna get past you. Why am I doing the run? I should probably, like, I can't go improve myself, because there's always be a better option, and like, that's really it. Like, there's always a better option than me, and it's like, why would you choose me? And I think that's like kind of potent to me, just now, of there's always better options. Why would you choose me? And then, but like, I see people choose the worst options, and or like, it's not even just a relationship, or just life. I see the worst options getting picked, and you piece of shit. You get up there. You get up. You fuck you, Taron. Is that not fun? It's not. Sorry, I keep hearing the music in the back, and I'm just like, yeah, I just accidentally throw a lyric in. But yeah, it's like, what? Why do I have to just like fight life? Why can't I just go? Why can't I just? It's a lot of questions of why can't I? Why can't I? But what more can I do other than try and fail and then try again and fail and try again and fail? You know? Like, it gets tiring at some point. That's insanity. Einstein's definition of it or whatever. And I'm just supposed to drive myself insane, trying to like escape the fucking pit of hell in my brain. Sure, yeah, okay, sound. I will. I'll just go insane, and then I don't know, just commit my life to something stupid and meaningless and worthless until it proves to be like a gem or a diamond or whatever. Okay, like I will turn shit into gold because I've got nothing else I could possibly try. And I think, yeah, that's really it. I've got to be like something, you know. And I know I said, I think I did quote the 21 Pilot song again. It was like, I'll plan to be a bomb, so I might actually become something. But has that even worked out for me that well? I don't know. I say that as if I haven't been a bum for only a couple weeks now or whatever, but you know, like I've been one, and I've tried not to be one. Didn't work. Now I'm trying to just be one. It's not working, so I just gotta find something to commit my life to. Whoa, dangerous language there. Like, is it just to dive fully into, Because otherwise, it's kind of just useless for me to try anything or do anything. And then at that point, how do I not stop myself from killing myself? I know I just said dangerous language, but that's like, get serious. If there's no point in me trying to live, what's the point of living? And like, what's to stop me from killing myself? I know I would never kill myself because I've already had one of my best friends on this earth, kill himself, and I had no clue, and I just can't put anyone through that. When I had those suicidal thoughts, I never actually deeped it as in what it do to me, because I really don't care. But I thought about, well, what about my mum? What about my sister? What about Nunny? What about my friends? And then now I think, because I'm just replaying those thoughts in my head. It's like, those people wouldn't have cared. Because this is in secondary school, year 10, it's like, I think of a couple of people and I'm like, oh, okay. Now I'm thinking of them and I just don't think they would have cared. They would have loved being my friend or being really close to me. The same way they did with Batch. I don't think I've said his name before, but just saying Kuna. But yeah, same thing they did with Batch of LARPing being his friend for a month or whatever, and then just moving on immediately, as soon as fuck off. I literally think about him every day, and it's like you guys, I so some of this is imagined, or presumed of some people. Other people I know it was like that, and it's like they had such a hive mind culture at my school. That's how am I not to expect this of any of yous? And then I had my friend Luke die in an accident, freak accident. I wasn't that close with him, and I felt bad for feeling bad. I was more focused on helping his girlfriend, who I was much closer friends with. I felt much better than that, while trying that, than than actually feeling grief and mourning him, because I feel like if I can't live, or I can't help myself live, why not help other people live, or try to live, And those are two failures in my mind of Batch. I think about it and I'm like, I could have saved him. I couldn't have, but I could have. Luke is just, it was a freak accident. I couldn't have done anything about that. But still, it's okay, thank you. Not thank you, but it's what what could I have done? And I think I did the best I could of helping people instead. And then one of my other friends, really close friends from college, almost killed himself over a girl. And like, I remember hearing that. I just gave him a hug, and I'm like, yo, like, thank you for still being here. I don't know what saved him, but thank you for still being here, because he tried killing himself using, like, just overdosing. And that would have been another one. I'm 18, I shouldn't have gone through that many, you know? I shouldn't have lost people that young, that quick, but I have, and I almost have, and it's like, what am I supposed to do, you know? Because I can't help people live. Yeah, as much as I think I can, I can't, because that stuff just happens. I can help people get through mourning, but I can't mourn myself because I can't. I'm broken. My brain doesn't work. I don't have feelings. This is turned into a big rant. I don't care anymore. Yeah, this is supposed to be about something else. I think maybe, but like, let's just go. I haven't felt feelings in ages. The only thing I feel is just negativity. And then it's just like, what the fuck am I supposed to do about that? I'll laugh, I'll be happy, I'll laugh, I'll look happy, or I'll be cheerful, or whatever. Or like, I'll be sad, I'll cry in a moment, or whatever. But I haven't in a while, but if I don't cry often, but you know, it's like I'll have an emotion in a moment, but I can't sustain a feeling. You know, like, I just feel blank. I feel apathy. My my brain just doesn't work, and I'm like, why can't I be a normal person? You know, why can't I feel sad? Why can't I feel happy? Why can't I feel anything? You know, like, I say it's a general negative emotion. That's just because I think that's just where my base is negativity. And I feel like I'm a kind of a pessimist when it comes to myself. Or like, if it's someone else, I'll be like, oh, it'll work out or whatever. I say that with full belief in nothing. I don't care if it's like, you know, this could be life changing or whatever. I'll say something and there's zero back into what I say. I just say it to make someone feel better, because I can't have someone else feel bad. Because I can't feel bad. I don't know. And I think maybe, just maybe, that is why I've never really found myself like wanting a relationship that bad when I'm like talking to a girl or something. It always comes back to the same topics, and I think that just shows how much of a problem it is in my head, when it really isn't ultimately. But yeah, I can't feel anything. I don't feel anything towards you. This happens a lot. Even when I had a little crush in secondary, was it because I was a fucking porn addicted, like, a victim, and just wanted a girlfriend because I was hormonal and thinking that was the only option I could have as a porn addict, or that will save me. Because I feel like I looked at that crush more of, this is gonna change everything, to solve everything, rather than an actual crush. Like, I liked her, but like, come on, let's be serious. I don't think I truly cared, and that kind of hurts, you know. Especially when I say, like, I realised she liked me back, because then I felt something, you know, of, again, it was the grief of a missed opportunity, which didn't really last, or like, didn't really sustain, but of like, oh, I could have maybe actually had something happy there. I could have actually felt something there, and now like, I remember, like, whenever I tell people, like, oh yeah, I mainly just ghost girls after a while, or I drag them along. It's sadistic, it's sick, but it's like, it's only really that if you feel pleasure out of it, or feel like kind of psychotic about it. It's like, oh, I do this for fun. I do it because I don't care. I don't care about you as a girl. I don't care about a relationship with you. I don't, I don't care if you're pretty. I don't care if our personalities are like gelling together really well. I just don't care. And I had that with my exams where I didn't care. I just don't get, like, I came in, let me come in with a level head, which was good, but like, truly, I really like, at some point I need to care and I need to feel. Like maybe, okay, the better way to phrase it is, I can feel something, but I can't care, or I can't bring myself to feel an emotion, like, like a grand emotion to something, pardon me. But why should I, you know? I think all these videos have also progressively gotten longer, so yeah, England match is actually quite soon, so I'll wrap this up in a couple sentences, or like, I'll just wrap it up soon. Of, yeah, so why can't I care? I just want to care. I think that would solve a lot of my problems, because if I learn to care, I can learn to care about myself. Okay, but I care about my family. It's weird, you know. It's like, can I learn to care about myself? Because then I think if I can care for myself, I can care for like my relationships and my like friendships and like stuff like that. As in, like, because it just doesn't really feel like that. I really think of it as me impacting someone else, other than me or them impacting me, or like both ways. You know, I don't think of it like that. I think it's weird, but who knows? You know, maybe it'll be my turn as soon as I turn this camera off, and everything goes up Taran, and this mental health log, or just these videos just kind of slow down. Or it's literally, it turns into me, instead of bitching and whining, it's me boasting and being happy and content in life. Probably not, but can only hope, can only dream. I need to fill the hole in me. I think the only way I can do that is like by becoming a professional wrestler or something, or just like living for me. And I think that's the only way I can really do it. And it's going to be hard. I'm going to want to quit. I'm probably going to try and quit, but I can't let myself quit. And maybe this can help me hold accountability, because I remember like, the other night was quite rough. I just watched one of my videos back and it actually helped. So maybe that's the move. This is my longest one yet, but I think that's about it. Sorry for the real like depressing and just like kind of not crash out, but just like bleh, floodgate. No, I shouldn't apologize. Fuck that. Okay, I don't get to say this, so I shouldn't have to apologize. And like, you're here, you stayed. You know, I thank you for staying. If you even see this, you probably don't. You know, comment if you do, like if you do. I don't know, but like, you know, I think I've earned this. So yeah, no more apologies. That's about it. See ya.